Taurus, your life is about to change overnight. April 2026 brings a sudden money shift, a relationship ultimatum, and a clash between love and your career. Plus, a friendship faces a reality check. Stay tuned to navigate these 5 major events without the chaos. Chapter 1. Sudden money shift. Imagine you're going about your normal Tuesday. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're grabbing coffee. And then, out of nowhere, something happens with your money that you absolutely did not see coming. That is exactly what April 2026 has in store for you, Taurus. I know what you're thinking. You like stability. You like knowing where your next dollar is coming from. You build slowly. You save carefully. You value security above almost everything. But the cosmos has other plans. In April 2026, 2 powerful planets meet in a rare conjunction. Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck. Uranus is the planet of surprise, rebellion, and sudden breakthroughs. And they are meeting in the part of your chart that rules your money, your income, and your self-worth. This combination is what astrologers call a game changer. When Jupiter and Uranus come together, they don't do anything small. They don't do anything predictable. They rip open doors you didn't even know existed and invite you to walk through. So what does that look like for you? It could look like a bonus you weren't expecting, a check that shows up out of the blue, a side hustle that suddenly explodes into something real, an investment you made on a whim, maybe crypto, maybe a creative project, that pays off in a way that shocks everyone around you. But here's the twist. Sometimes this energy does not bring money to you. Sometimes it forces you to realize that the way you have been making money no longer fits who you are. In that case, the sudden shift might be you walking away from a steady paycheck because you finally understand that your time and peace are worth more than a comfortable routine. This is not slow, steady Taurus money. This is lightning. When this energy hits, you will have a choice. You can panic. You can cling to the old way. Or you can recognize that the universe is offering you a rare invitation to level up your entire financial life. If you want to know exactly when this happens in April, the specific dates to watch, the red flags to avoid, and how to make sure this sudden shift works for you instead of throwing you off balance, stick around for the rest of this video. Before we go further, if you are finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps more Taurians find this information. And trust me, with what is coming in April, they are going to need it. Chapter 2. A major relationship turning point. Let me ask you something honest. Is there a relationship in your life right now that feels like it has been building towards something? Not necessarily something bad, just something big. Like you have been walking a path with someone, and you can feel that the ground beneath you is about to change. If that rings true, then April 2026 is going to be a month you remember for a very long time. Here is what is happening in the sky. On April 23rd, we have a lunar eclipse. And this one falls directly opposite your sign, Taurus. In astrology, when an eclipse lands in the sign opposite yours, it shines a spotlight on your one-on-one relationships, your romantic partner, your business partner, your closest ally, the person you have tied your life to in some significant way. Now, eclipses are not subtle. They do not whisper. They rip off band-aids. They bring things to the surface that have been hiding in the shadows for months, sometimes years. And this one is asking a very direct question. Is this relationship built to last, or has it run its course? For some of you, this will be the moment you have been waiting for. The proposal, the official commitment, the conversation where you finally put all your cards on the table and say, I am all in. If your relationship has been solid, if you have done the work, if you both want the same future, this eclipse locks that in. It moves you to the next level. But I need to be honest with you about the other side of this. For some Taurians, this eclipse is an ending. And not a soft, gradual fade. A definitive, undeniable conclusion. A moment where you realize that you have been carrying something alone for too long. That the other person cannot meet you where you need to be met. That the foundation you thought was there was actually cracked the whole time. And here's what makes this eclipse especially intense. It is happening right alongside the Jupiter-Uranus energy we talked about in Chapter 1. So while your relationships are reaching a climax, your financial world is also in flux. That means the timing of this turning point may be tied to money, a joint account, a shared asset, a business partnership that either solidifies or dissolves. When money and love collide under an eclipse, the truth has nowhere to hide. I want you to pay close attention to the week leading up to April 23rd. The days before a lunar eclipse often feel heavy. Old patterns resurface. Conversations you have been avoiding suddenly become unavoidable. Do not run from them. Eclipses clear out what no longer belongs in your life, and if you try to hold on to something that is already broken, the universe has a way of making the decision for you. This is not about being pessimistic. This is about being honest. You are a Taurus. You do not let go easily. You will stay in something long past its expiration date because you value loyalty and consistency. I respect that about you. But sometimes loyalty to another person becomes betrayal of yourself. The question this eclipse is asking you is simple. Does this relationship make you feel safe, seen, and valued? Or have you been making yourself smaller just to keep the peace? Whatever happens in April, know this: you are walking into a season of truth. And on the other side of that truth, whether you are standing with someone or standing on your own, you will be free. Chapter 3: Heated Arguments with a Sibling or Neighbor. By now, you know that April 2026 is bringing big changes to your money and your closest relationships. But here is something you might not expect. Some of the most intense energy this month is not coming from your boss, your partner, or even your bank account. It is coming from much closer to home. I am talking about your siblings, your neighbors, the people you interact with on a daily basis, the ones you see in passing, share a wall with, or grew up beside. Here is what is happening in the sky. Mars, the planet of action, conflict, and raw energy, is moving through your third house. This is the part of your chart that rules communication, short trips, your immediate environment, and the people you consider your everyday circle. Normally, Mars here just makes you a little more direct, a little more impatient. But in April 2026, Mars is making a hard angle to the lunar nodes, which are karmic points in the sky that dictate themes of destiny and lessons. Translation: the arguments that come up this month are not just petty disagreements. They are forcing a permanent shift. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine you have a sibling you have always had a complicated dynamic with. Maybe they borrow money and never pay it back. Maybe they make comments about your life choices that sting. Maybe there is an old wound from childhood that nobody has ever really addressed. For years, you have let it slide because keeping the peace felt easier than opening that box. In April, that box opens. Whether you want it to or not, the conversation you have been avoiding will find you. And it will not be quiet. Mars energy does not do subtle. It does not do passive-aggressive texts or awkward silences. It does explosive, in-your-face, say what you have actually been thinking for years confrontation. And here is the thing. This is not just about siblings. For some of you, this argument is with a neighbor. Maybe it is a property line dispute that has been simmering. Maybe it is noise complaints that finally boil over. Maybe it is a situation where someone in your immediate environment has been disrespecting your boundaries, and you hit your limit. For others, this could involve a roommate, a cousin you live near, even a coworker you sit next to every day, someone who occupies your daily space. Now, I know what you are thinking. You are a Taurus. You hate conflict. You would rather swallow your feelings than have an ugly confrontation. But here is what I need you to understand. This energy is not here to destroy your peace. It is here to clear the air so you can actually have peace. Sometimes the reason you have been feeling tense, irritable, or on edge is because there is a dynamic in your daily life that needs to be addressed. And until you address it, that tension will just sit there, poisoning your energy day after day. Mars says, say it. Get it out. Draw the line. Now, a word of caution. When Mars is involved, tempers flare fast. Words get said that cannot be unsaid. So while I am telling you to address what needs to be addressed, I am also telling you to be strategic. Do not pick a fight just to prove a point. Do not let pride make you cruel. But do not shrink either. If you have been letting someone walk over you because you did not want to rock the boat, April gives you permission to rock it. The outcome here is not necessarily estrangement. Sometimes, a good, honest fight is exactly what a relationship needs to reset. To establish new rules. To move forward without the weight of unspoken resentment. But you have to be willing to have the conversation. Chapter 4. Love life collides with career pressure. You have made it through 3 major events already. A sudden money shift. A relationship turning point. Heated arguments close to home. And just when you think you might catch your breath, April throws one more curveball your way. This time, it hits right at the intersection of your heart and your career. Here is what is happening in the sky. Your ruling planet, Venus, is moving through your sign, Taurus, for most of April. Normally, this is a beautiful thing. Venus in Taurus is powerful, magnetic, and deeply attractive. You feel confident. You know what you want. You are not afraid to ask for it. This is your time to shine. But on April 15th, Venus makes a harsh square to Pluto, the planet of power, control, and transformation. And Pluto is currently moving through your 10th house, the part of your chart that rules your career, your public reputation, and your authority in the world. When Venus and Pluto clash like this, it creates a power struggle between your personal life and your professional life. And you are going to be forced to choose. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you are in a romantic relationship that you have been keeping somewhat private. Maybe it is new. Maybe it is complicated. Maybe there is a reason you have not told your coworkers or your boss about it. Now imagine that privacy is suddenly threatened. A secret comes out. A situation at work puts your personal life on display. Someone in a position of authority finds out something you did not want them to know. That is the Venus-Pluto energy. For some of you, this is about a workplace romance. Maybe you have been involved with a colleague and things are about to get messy. Maybe your boss finds out and suddenly your reputation is on the line. Maybe you are forced to choose between protecting your relationship and protecting your career. For others, this is about a power struggle with someone in authority. Perhaps your boss is trying to control your creative expression. Perhaps they are demanding that you compromise your values for the sake of the job. Perhaps they are asking you to choose between your personal happiness and your professional advancement. And here is the thing about Pluto energy. It does not do halfway. It forces things to the surface. It strips away anything that is not authentic. If you have been playing small to keep the peace at work, Pluto will push you to stand up for yourself. If you have been hiding a relationship because you were afraid of judgment, Pluto will bring it into the light. Now, I need to be honest with you. This transit is not easy. Venus in Taurus wants comfort, stability, and harmony. Pluto in Aquarius wants transformation even if it is uncomfortable. The square between them creates tension. You will feel pulled in two directions. Your heart wants one thing. Your career demands another. But here's what I want you to remember. You are a Taurus. Your ruling planet is Venus. And Venus in Taurus does not betray itself for a paycheck. It does not sell out. It does not compromise its values just to make someone in power happy. So when this moment comes, and it will come around mid-April, ask yourself one question. Am I being true to who I am? Or am I shrinking to accommodate someone else's agenda? If you have to choose between your integrity and your job, choose your integrity. If you have to choose between your relationship and your reputation, choose the relationship that actually makes you happy. Because here is the truth. Pluto tears down what is not real. If your career is built on pretending to be someone you are not, it will crumble anyway. But if you stand in your truth even when it is hard, you build something that cannot be taken from you. Chapter 5. A friendship or community reality check. You have made it through 4 major events. Your finances have shifted. Your closest relationship has reached a turning point. You have faced heated arguments close to home. Your love life has collided with your career. And now, as April comes to a close, the universe is asking you to take one final look at something you may have been avoiding: your friendships. Here is what is happening in the sky. Saturn and Neptune are both moving through your 11th house. This is the part of your chart that rules your friendships, your social circles, your community, and your long-term goals. Saturn is the planet of structure, reality, and hard truths. Neptune is the planet of illusion, idealism, and dreams. And at the end of April, these two form a tense aspect that forces a reckoning. Simply put, you're going to find out who your real friends are. Now, I know that sounds dramatic, but let me explain. Neptune has a way of making us see what we want to see. It puts rose-colored glasses on us. It makes us believe in people who have not actually earned our trust. For months, maybe even years, you may have been holding on to a friendship that felt deep, meaningful, and supportive. But deep down, something felt off. You ignored it because you wanted to believe in the best version of that person. Saturn says, time to wake up. In late April, that friendship is going to show its true colors. Maybe you realize that a friend has been unreliable. Maybe they let you down when you needed them most. Maybe you discover that they have been talking about you behind your back. Maybe you finally see that the friendship has been one-sided all along. You giving, them taking. For some of you, this is not about one friend. It is about an entire community or group. A project you have been involved with. A team you believed in. Because you dedicated your energy to. And you are going to hit a wall. A bureaucratic roadblock. A leadership failure. A moment where you realize that the group you believed in does not actually share your values. This is painful. I'm not going to pretend it is not. Letting go of someone you cared about, or walking away from a community you invested in, hurts. Especially for you, Taurus. You are loyal. You stick around. You do not give up on people easily. But here is what I need you to understand. This is not a loss. This is a clearing. Saturn does not take something away without a reason. It removes what is unstable, what is unreliable, what is not built to last. And when that space opens up, something better comes in. But you have to let go of what is not real to make room for what is. So as April ends, ask yourself, who in your life actually shows up for you? Who deserves your loyalty? And who have you been making excuses for? Taurus, April is going to ask a lot of you, but on the other side of it, you will be free. If this video helped you prepare for what is coming, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss your monthly forecast. And drop a comment below. Which of these 5 events do you feel most prepared for? I read every single one.